If you've ever heard, this is for locals and foreigners. If you've, especially also the locals, if you've ever heard about the big tree there's two big trees, and this is the one in Woodville. That's what we're doing today. But in the past, there wasn't a 7-kilometer option. You only went to the big tree, and that was basically it. Now there's a 7-kilometer which they developed, I think, last year, and that is what we're going to try today. So I haven't ever done the 7-kilometer option, but you get to a river. I think there's a section where you get onto a off-road. Janine's with us. Sorry about swinging too fast. Roy and Priscilla with her daughter here, and let's go and do it. The tree you're going to see just now is 800 years old. Okay, it's not as old as sequoia trees in America. It may not be as old as what are the ones? It's not in Portugal. I think it's Spain. That are also like 2,000 years old. What fruit is it? Janine? What are those trees in like Spain that are also 2,000 years? Those fruit trees, those... I'll think of it now. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. I'll mention it when I think about it now. They're also like 2,000 years old. But this nice big yellow wood is 800 years old. Afro-temperate forests. I read up a bit, and they don't put any rubbish dump here. Well, not a rubbish dump. They don't put any bins here because it's going to attract monkeys and baboons. So they don't even want to put one where that baboons can't get into, because baboons will still know there's something in it. And this is a big tree. Eh? Do you want to record somebody standing in front of it there? Just to give a perspective for a yellowwood, this is pretty large. It's been ages ago since I've been here. I don't know, like 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago. Janine, I liked it. No man, not my face. We want the...
Yeah, the last time I was here, this tree was only about so high.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. Now you can
There's some,
shift it up a bit.
somebody
It is a beautiful tree.
we should do calculation. Finance people, someone more.
Yeah.
Height, age, height,
Can I take a photo of each one of you?
circumference of bowl, bowl length 50 meter, contents bowl 30 meters. Wow.
It's a biggie.
It's a biggie.
That's what they always say.
That's what
I
they
was going to say,
always say.
that's what she said.
No, that's good. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Doesn't somebody else want to stand there? Roy?
Yes, us.
Or you guys?
There's
Go and stand
your
there.
photo opportunity.
Be on a piece of video, yeah.
Shall we go that side?
Yeah.
Wherever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come here and get you, hug it. I want to hug it.
Oh,
Me too.
everybody wants to hug it,
Should we stand
probably.
here?
Yeah.
Or do you want to stand there?
Big tree. Big tree.
Yes. Woo!
Oh, stand there with him,
Trying to hug
Janine.
the tree.
Massive. We've just come out of there now, and you meet up with clearly some off-road here. And the two signs. Blue is the longer one, green is shorter option. I'm not sure about the distance of green, I'll ask them Nana. But I know blue is about 7 kilometers.
I think green is 2.5.
I just heard that green is 2.5 roundabout. That's nice. I only thought there's one length, one option. So, okay, this is the road. I thought to myself, when we get to the road, it's probably going to be sunny and What a beautiful piece of road. Some serious indigenous forest here. Shady. I still put cream on this morning, even knowing the odds are that it's going to be shade probably all the way, just to play it safe. Check this. Roy coming along here.
Can you hear?
I just heard that, yeah.
Did you?
Woodpecker.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure we just heard a woodpecker.
I've seen him before.
Basically just exited the forest there now, and what total change of scenery. I didn't know. I've never done this before, so I didn't know whether it's going to stay in the forest from the get-go right until the end. So a bit of a change of scenery. You've got some invasive wattle trees on the right hand side here, and some pine trees which are technically invasive, but I don't mind them so much. After all, we still ride around the world, harvest them basically. And there's the edge of that forest. Let's see, maybe we get to a river or something. But interesting, give some light and sun, because we haven't had that at all inside that forest. Let's see what comes up now. We've been climbing and climbing systematically on this road for quite a bit. Looks like we're reaching the top here, where we're suddenly going to have quite a nice view over the Woodville area. You may or may not see small parts of it sticking out there, and then apparently Elmer in front here was telling me that he has done this trail before, and there's a nice little seat resting spot where one can actually look out into the sea and the farmlands here. Clearly it's now leveled out, so the hard work's been done. Very systematic little piece of uphill there, but beautiful. I was so happy to bring my dry bag, because I knew if it's sandboxed, then it's going to be well maintained. There's not going to be any bushwhacking that could puncture my dry bag today. And the reason I brought the dry bag is because it's a bit smaller than my other medium-sized one, and all I've got is 3 little bottles of water and a few boiled eggs. Okay, we found the top point here with a little bench. Would actually be quite handy to have an extra bench. All of us having our breakfast here. I see just about everybody seems to have brought an egg, some eggs and stuff like that. But what a nice spot this. Where you reach the top, you can look down on Woodville, and below it and further, and just farmland, green farmland. Let me zoom in a bit here. See all along there. I love these dead trees that stick out here. Makes it quite a scenic for photos here. And then there, if you look very carefully, I could swear you see Mossel Bay right in the middle. And then also just the edge of George there perhaps. Looking fairly far down. Nice systematic walk up. Nothing, no real suffering. There I say. Then that side there. And we came up from there. Nice. May not see this. Got a nice little waterfall here. I was just saying to them, I've zoomed in as far as no, I haven't zoomed in. There you go.
Look how cute!
Nice little waterfall.
Thank you.
There's Priscilla in front of the waterfall. How nice. When it's really at its most spectacular, then you probably can't come here because then it's going to be closed. Because there was that one time when we came and they said, no, sorry, the trail is wet from the rain, so we couldn't come in. Pity. If it was at its most spectacular at the top here, you wouldn't be able to enter at the bottom, eh? Wow, now that we can look further back, you can see some more mountain terrain along there. What a nice open trail, grassy, level. No rocks. No wear and tear on the shoes today. I was just asked you what I'm going to do when I do the Tsitsikamma. I'll make a plan. It's a 5-day trail that I'll be doing. Yet to decide if I'm going to try and condense 5 days into half an hour somehow, or maybe make 2 or 3 different episodes. Round 1, the first 2 huts, second, the next hut, etc, etc. Anyway, I was not planning on talking about that with this video clip. The reason I'm starting to record here is look at those mountains opening up there. It's all the mountain edge there, totally different grounds. That's worth zooming in a bit there. Isn't that beautiful? Totally different terrain here. Of course, it's all systematic downhill from here. And you just look towards your left at any stage here. And you've got farmlands, pasture green, dams full, sea in the background there, ocean, indigenous forest in the center towards the bottom there. Nice, I really like this. I'm glad we came.
I am your mother!
Just check here. We're marveling at this massive. This tree fell over, and you're just looking at the roots of it here at the bottom. You try and get the. There we go. Can you hold it up like that again? Now we're getting some extra light at least. That gives you a better perspective of how huge the roots are here. This
What's amazing is
tree.
it didn't have like deep roots.
Yeah, the roots weren't deep, like Roy says. Normally wattle trees are like that, and yet the stem there isn't as wide as you would expect. But it's an indigenous tree,
Or did it even?
and it doesn't really have a pen wattle stelsel. I don't know, South Africans will know what I'm talking about there. It's more like a bay wattle stelsel. You can just hear a motorbike, you know. Isn't this also a nice stream? We drink water like that. Perfectly drinkable as long as it runs there. Close to the end here, or should I say the start. Nice circular route we did today, including an awesome view at the top. So we were going systematically towards the top there, offering that awesome view. The big tree, which is what it's called. The signs were good. It was impossible to get lost. What was there, 5 or 6 of us today? Something like that. Yeah, 7 people today. Six of us today. So thanks for joining. If you've watched this, thanks for watching. And we'll decide what to do. Maybe something challenging or something. If my neck, or at least my back, is better by next week. It's my back.
Like and subscribe.
And yeah, say that again. And like and subscribe. Thank you. I'm tired of being the only one who says like and subscribe. Thank you. Need somebody like that, man. Anyway, yeah. And stay tuned. See you.